Wow, what's that?
Wow.
So cute.
The Ora Good Cat. You're familiar with it now. We've done a couple of videos about it already. And actually, it's a car that is kind of like this place over here. It's green, but also modern, chic, fashionable, stylish, all that good stuff. But what about the car itself? On paper, it is actually quite hard to criticize. It comes in at around 139,000 ringgit, so making it the most affordable car, EV, you could buy in Malaysia. There was a reason why we picked it as our most anticipated EV in 2022, coming to Malaysia. And so all the things that I want to cover in this video is about all the intangible aspects of the Ora Good Cat. We've seen the Good Cat a bunch of times at this point. I've driven it on the media drive, seen it at the launch itself. Whatever you want to say about the Good Cat styling, what you can agree on, what you can't disagree on, is the fact that this is eye-catching. I've gotten tons of looks, people just like, what is that? They say it's like a Mini, like a Porsche, like a Beetle. Whatever it is, futuristic, electric, funky, whatever you want to say, it is eye-catching. I mean, just look at the wheels, guys. 18 inches, even though on this size of car, you don't really feel that it's 18 inches. To me, the first thing I thought when I saw this tire wheel design combo is the Porsche Fuchs Mag magnesium wheels, which this one isn't, but it looks just like it. Talk about eye-catching. And then the rear end design. We've mentioned before that we have this sort of Robocop-like visor, single long brake light, nothing really on the boot except for maybe some Ora Good Cat rail motors over here, reflectors, two-tone design. This blue I'm really a fan of. It's a nice sort of blue with a green hue to it. Beautiful car. But the front, I would argue, actually the least flattering angle. Let's say this is a bad-looking car, but it's just so good looking from every other angle that the front is a little bit, it's fine. So with the Ora Good Cat's interior, really, there isn't much to be said that I haven't already said. It's a high-quality interior, way more high-quality than you expect for 140,000 ringgit, because when you actually go into the car, all that you feel is pretty high-quality materials. Yes, there's hard plastic somewhere here and there, but overall, it's quite a premium experience that you wouldn't expect to find at this price point. So just look at the dashboard, okay? It is a high-quality dashboard that is a bit more style over function, I have to admit. The 5 buttons over here, that's the only buttons you get on the dashboard. Everything else is digital. You have 10.25 inches of screen real estate, 2 screens in fact of the same size, making up the driver's display and infotainment in the same enclosure, so it looks like one giant ultra-wide screen. Then of course you have the panoramic sunroof over here. It's not a very big car, but it's a huge sunroof for the size, and it adds so much vibrancy to the color scheme with the interior. It is just a nice place to be. You know, if the sunroof made a difference to the front, the rear especially gets a lot more light, giving this airy feel to the entire cabin. The seats are comfortable, a lot of leg room, a lot of space to stretch out. It just feels, it's a nice experience. It's got everything I would want for a car of this size. So really, where the Good Cat is potentially game-changing, okay? And the reason why we gave it the most anticipated EV of this year is that because it fits the lifestyle, it fits the image of your everyday car, you know? It's that kind of Goldilocks package. It's affordable, it's comfortable, it's spacious, it's practical, it's got personality, it's desirable, it offers range. And range is the big thing when you're buying EVs these days. No one really wants to buy an EV that doesn't last as long on a single charge, at least as their normal petrol-powered, diesel-powered car. Because, you know, that's just how it works these days. You can't, if chargers aren't so widespread, you want the most battery, the most range in your EV as possible. And the Ora Good Cat, despite being pretty compact, fulfills this. It's got that 63 kilowatt hour battery wedged somewhere in the floor down here, and provides you on a single charge 500 kilometers of range, up to 500 kilometers of range. That's a lot. And it fits the usual routine. So you have your normal car, you go 500 kilometers on a tank, and then you fill up again in a week, right? You go to work or whatever, maybe out of town on the weekends, 500 kilometers, single tank. That's your lifestyle. That's the routine you've worked around, right? And the Ora Good Cat fits that bill. You charge it up maybe every week because it can go 500 kilometers on a single charge. And it looks like a car that you would buy. The most popular car today that you see everywhere is what? A Myvi. And this is not a Myvi, obviously. It doesn't cost as much or as little as a Myvi. We can think of it as a Myvi because it fills the same niche as the everyday car, albeit today I'm driving here. Look, the interior is way more high quality than the Myvi. It's way more refined than the Myvi. It's way quicker than the Myvi, faster, more responsive, all that good stuff. Drives better than the Myvi. But again, it fulfills the same niche. The way the Myvi is so great at being your everyday car, the Ora Good Cat can be equally great and prolific as your everyday EV. I'm really impressed by it, guys. Nothing else to say. It fulfills that niche and does it so well. What other cars right now do that and cost more than 150K or 140K, in this case? Because I can't think of many. What other car gives me this much refinement, this much everyday usability that's also electric? Or even partially electric? I can't think of it because they don't exist. Or if they do exist, they cost way more. So this is sort of in a league of its own. And the thing is, Ora isn't done yet. Great Wall Motors, the company that actually owns the brand. So you have Great Wall Motors up here, then you have sub-brands underneath that, large umbrella like Haval, like Tank, like Ora. So Ora isn't done. Ora is the chic electric brand under Great Wall, right? So they're not done yet. This is the first car so far launched by Great Wall Motors and under Ora, but there'll be more cars coming in the pipeline. So if you're looking for, if for some reason the Good Cat isn't your bag, isn't your cup of tea, or cup of Milo, cup of chum, this is something to wait for because, there's also the Lightning Cat, there's a couple of other EVs coming down the pipe. And they're all going to be focused around being affordable, being stylish, delivering you, something you can just hop into. If you're a normal car owner, if you have a car with an engine, and you hop into an Ora Good Cat, I can't see any way that you are tangibly missing out. Yes, you would have to stop by a charger or charge at home instead of going to the gas station. Yes. But what else? Everything else is an upgrade. Everything else is a step forward. You get a car that's more desirable, you get a car that's more comfortable, more refined, more luxurious. But can it change your mind? I think it can, because Malaysians, they're occupied with price. I am too. I want a car, an EV. If I'm even interested in considering an EV, I want it to be completely a no-brainer, Like, okay, I'll choose an EV, I'll be brave, and I'll choose the EV lifestyle. I'll choose to go EV. I don't want any more resistance than that level. You know what I mean? I want the EV experience to then take care of me. I've made the jump. Now give me the benefits, If the EV is going to offer me less, is going to make me jump through hoops just to get to a point where I can use it just like I would a normal car, my normal car, then it kind of defeats the purpose. It adds that resistance. It adds that layer of, maybe I should reconsider. Maybe I'm being too hasty. Maybe I don't want to do this. No. The Ora Good Cat, step inside it. It drives great. It's comfortable, very airy and spacious, very responsive, even in eco mode. Ooh, look at that. Boom, 60. That took what, 2 seconds from a bump over there? 3 seconds to 60. I'm in eco mode. It's responsive. It makes it's fun around town because it's so responsive. And it's affordable. Again. And it gives you the kind of range that you would want to have, to not worry, to not have to worry about range anxiety? Could it be the full package? Enough to convince Malaysians to jump aboard the EV bandwagon? I think it might have the best shot. But overall, the Good Cat isn't important for those reasons. It's important because it combines different elements. This isn't the first car to arrive in Malaysia that's electric, or one from China. In fact, it isn't the first car of this size to be electric, but it is important because it is the most accessible full package you could buy that is electric. Crucially, I think it's the car that makes the most sense to most Malaysians as an EV, and therefore would make the most Malaysians change their mind about actually buying an EV as their daily car.